All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the matches with this menace deck. The black red archetype is all about menace, and we've drafted a pretty good one, and we got a good amount of removal and a bunch of menace payoffs. So any kind of combat, any game that's decided by combat is going to be a nightmare for them. Okay, cool. They're on 6. We're on the draw. Send it back. I will keep this instead of cycling it. I think having more creatures is going to be more beneficial to us rather than the extra card. We'll start it off with Boot Nipper. They're not going to want to really block a Death Toucher most of the time with their creature that they care about. So if we go Boot Nipper, we got a better chance of getting in chip damage. And for this, they have a flyer, we have a 2/1. I'm fine trading if that's what they want to do. They do not. Alrighty, let's get the menace train on the roll. Let's see what they got for this. And then some form of Bant. Okay, put Vigilance on the flyer, that's pretty cool. They can't block this at all because they only have 2 creatures. And again, I think I'm okay trading a Boot Nipper for either of those. So now we just have to decide what we want to do with the rest of our turn. We don't have anything to return with this, so casting that on any of these would be a bad idea. Although this, upgrading the body of the Boot Nipper, would make a swing a lot more viable. Make him have to double block, so that's pretty neat. But I don't see any reason to do any of that. I think we're just going to play the Stinger and probably pass the turn. So let's go ahead and swing with both. Offer the trade if that's what they want. They do not. They're probably going to start loading up this flyer, or, well, I'm not sure what all they're going to do. Right now, we're just going to keep developing the board and see what they want to do. I don't see a point of sacking one of my creatures to destroy one of theirs yet. Let's wait till they play something that we actually care about. Okay, now that flyer might be something we care about killing. That's a really good payoff for being in Mutate. I found this card to be very good. Okay, so I think the first thing we got to do is decide what we want to sack, and I think this guy's the least effective creature. So let's go ahead and use him. We target the creature, the one with the mutate. We sack him. We want to do this first because so they can't block this. And then after that, obviously this is our land for the turn. Do we want to play this and return the Bone Splitters, making this a 2/3? Either way, this trades here, so I don't see that as being that effective. I think I'd rather save this for later. So let's go ahead and swing again. We're going to swing here, and the question we have to ask ourselves are we okay with trading Boot Nipper for either of these? And I don't think I am. If he throws us out here, it feels like a free trade, so I'm just going to swing with the 1. And we will send it back. We could have also upgraded our Howl Bonder and got that back. We are wasting a little bit of mana here, but again, it's not something I'm super worried about. I'll let him come in for 3. Let's see here. What do we got here? A ram through or something? Swallow hole. That's pretty good. Okay, now we gotta sit back and think, actually. we might, since we have 4 cards to their 1 and we have a way to get back removal spells, I think we're going to be better off in the long game, which isn't usually what our deck would do. So I think the idea of possibly killing this guy and giving him menace, if we kill this, then we can stop him from cycling and making any more people. And we still have this back to trade here if that's what we want to do, and we probably will. We're probably okay with it, just kind of get to the long game, because we can always buy back one of our kill spells. So I think I'm going to do it now and hope that he doesn't have a cycler. Okay, again, I don't think I'm going to attack because we're going to be taking 4 back, so 2 for 4 is not what I want. So I'm not going to attack. And if he wants to trade here, I may consider it. If I don't consider it, then I could always just mutate on him and bring that back. I think I'm okay with it. I'm going to trade. It might not be the best plan because I do want to bring stuff back, but one of these will do it too. I think it's time to get the Tigerilla out there. Give it menace. So it swings through that, and we'll play a tap land, and we'll see what happens. The other option was to get the Rambler out there and start getting swinging, but as you can tell, neither really mattered. Okay, flyer. So now, got a couple good options. I think first option, get this guy out of here. I think that's a must. And the other thing I can do is play a land, return the bone splinters, and use it to sack him and kill the flyer. So let's go ahead and make sure we tap our mana right. I would hate for it to do something silly. So we'll go ahead and mutate here. Make sure we keep the 3/3 on top. Get the bone splinters back. And we will kill that. Sacking our dude we'll never be able to use again. Okay, cool. And now we see if we can top back better than their 2. Don't love our board state, but we'll see what happens. Okay, well, let's go straight to attacking. See, get his first strike, double strike thing going. Block, sure. Okay, send it back. No reason to play out of land there. Alright, let's swing with double strike, see if we can get them to take it. Otherwise, they're going to trade. Boom. Boom. Looks like their top decks isn't going much better than ours. Okay, Fair Finder. That's one more chumper for them. Thins out their deck. I got a good feeling that's a land how they've been playing, so. That's nice. Let's go ahead and swing. It's not that nice, seeing as we can't really can't copy a spell, but it is nice that it has flash, so we can cast it at the end of their turn. We know they play neutralize, but I doubt they play more than one. Cool. So casting at the end of their turn might be able to get them a little bit. Although they can block here. If they do that, then they take lethal, so they're going to have to chump here. Cool. I don't know why they didn't swing. They have vigilance, but okay. Alright, let's offer it up. We'll take 3. Got 2 creatures on board. Yeah, they haven't drawn much better than us. The only thing we got on them is we actually drew a creature, but for the most part, they drew just as bad as we did. That's unfortunate. Well, it wasn't really much of a game there at the end, but there was a lot of cool decisions in the beginning of that game. So we got one win. Let's go see what we can do with the rest of it. We only seen one of our menace payoffs. We got a lot more than that, so hopefully we'll get to see more of the deck in action. Sort of flooded at the end, and that's one of the worries about the deck I have. Most of the time in the other decks I've had in this format, I kind of get myself some flood insurance, whether it be an Ivy Elemental or a 5/5 haster that cycles for 2, something that's good early and good late. But this deck, unfortunately, we didn't have much of that. So this doesn't even mutate on this, so I would have to take a turn 5 for this, and this would be turn 3. And they go first. We're on the draw. I don't think I can keep this. I think it's too slow. If we draw one land in the first like 3 turns, we're going to be really just getting beat. Although it's a slow format, but I don't think it's worth keeping. I'm going to maul it. That's much better. We'll keep it. And then we'll send one of the Tigerillas back. Cool. Yep. Trade a Tigerilla, get a Tigerilla. Love it. Love to see it. That's pretty cool. So they're not going to start till turn 3 or later. Well, let's see if we can punish them for that. Doesn't look like it. When they're on the play, this aspect of it works out pretty good. But on the draw, I got a feeling we would have been able to push our advantage a little bit more. Well, they haven't done anything. They could be holding up Counterspell, though. But I don't see me playing around it. Not when I have 2 4-drops in hand to play next turn. I'm going to make them do it. We got 2 more of this in the deck as well, so if they counter it, it is what it is. Oh, Cycle. Cool. Again, didn't seem worth playing around. Cycle. I guess that's one way to get around things that are 3 or more. You just get a Cycle. That's interesting. Phased Dolphin, sure. Alright, cool. So we'll go ahead and swing with both. There's no point. If they can chump there or they can take it. There's a chance they might take it thinking we have a pump spell. So it's a free roll attack. They could play a pump spell, but well, they can't within this deck, so it's a free roll attack. Sometimes someone might take 2 there, and 2 damage can mean a lot in the long part of the game. Alright, so let's just keep making our people unblockable and make them deal with stuff. Like I said, I like when you're in those situations making the free attacks. There's a lot of times that you can get them by just swinging and they have to play around your pump spell. Although this guy isn't worth much, so I'd probably block every time too. Got a couple options. We could double spell. Or I could play this expecting to maybe cycle this to make our mana effective. Well, first things first. I'm going to swing. If they want to trade the Frost Links here, that's fine. Gives 1 less for people to block here. So let's make the decision after we do attacks. Okay, so they didn't trade. So that doesn't change much. I think I'm going to play the Tigerilla and hope that I can hit a spell to copy a little bit later. I think we'll push the advantage as far as the menace with this guy out as much as possible. And I'm not sure I'm going to even cycle this. I think as many creatures on the board as possible might be the best bet. Cool. Vigilance. So now they have 3 people to block. But they can only block 1 of these people, which is pretty neat. Okay. So if we swing out, they're going to probably triple block here and take 8, 10, put him to 4. And then we have 2 menace and 2 more creatures. So yes, I think the ideal attack is all of them. Because if they don't block here, then these 2 have to be blocked by 3 people, and we're going to push a lot of damage next turn again too. So I think this menace guy just makes combat just a nightmare. So now we're going to deal 8 and put him to 6. And battlefield. If I kill the 1/4, they can't just jump 2/2s anymore, which feels good for me. They're going to have to trade. So I think I'm going to kill the 1/4. I think this is the right attack, especially knowing that I'm about to play 2 more creatures. Play out the land. Alright. We got 1 more flasher that they're not prepared for, so hopefully they do some silly stuff. Vigilance, sure. This otter is pretty neat. Sad he got banned in Brawl. He would have been a good time. I understand it. They could have just said he couldn't be a companion, then allowed him. Instead, they had to ban him outright. Again, I get it. Okay, tapped out. So we should have them. They have to block 3. So then these 3 get in themselves. So I don't even need to cast the otter, but we still will get them this way. Should have did that at the end of the turn, not during combat, but it was irrelevant. We swing in, and we get the win. Yep. Now, to be fair, yeah, nothing changes this. Even if I don't play the otter out, these guys still get there. Alright, 2-0. Gotta love it. I'm really loving that triple menace guy. I think he's a bomb. He should be a high pick, and once you see him, you should really attempt to make him as busted in your deck as possible. And at worst case, if you're black or red, he's a guy who can't be blocked most of the time. So I'll take that for 3 mana, a 2/2 that just gets in every turn, as long as you're an aggressive deck. Alright, we got 2 of this. And some high drops. So if I draw exactly 1 land, I can, in the first 2 turns, I can lay 2 of my cards. We have a bunch of 2-drops in the deck, so if we draw one of them, we're also okay. I think I'm going to keep it. It definitely can fall on its face, but it also has a lot of upside. Has a lot of the cards I care about. Let's see what he's doing. We haven't seen the Raptor yet, the 2-drop, the other one that cares about the menace. I'd also like to see how he does in the deck. I feel it seems pretty nasty to make him block with 3 people and also sack people. Alright, well, we drew a 2-drop, which is one of the things we were banking on if we fail on land. Now, if we hit land next turn, we'll be in a really good spot. Okay. Okay. Land. Alright, we got there on that. So again, it's flying. It's a free roll attack. It can block, and it probably will. It did not. See, that's exactly why you swing. We didn't have anything, but the threat of having something stopped him from blocking, knowing that he's about to mutate onto this. So we got in 2 free damage, which is going to matter a lot when we start swinging with menace people. So that's a good lesson to learn. Now he's going to play the mutate, probably go get a land card on top of that, and have a 3/4 flyer and hit us with 3, I'm guessing. No. Okay. So now he's going to swing and lay something else, or hold up untap. I don't even think he knows what he wants to do. Okay. Can't control. Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't some weird wording to where it could stack or something. So we'll go ahead and swing with both. Obviously there's something in his hand. Flame Spill, sure. So now, does he? Okay, he blocked that time. And we'll just play out what he just killed and continue. And mutating kind of plays into our hand as far as menace. If they mutate all into one creature, then that's less people for him to block, obviously. So we'll take that anytime. That has menace. I think it's going to be worth it to kill our bug and to kill that guy, especially knowing we can bring the bug back later. And next turn we can start getting there on some of this other stuff in our hand. He's down to 3 cards, so we'll get in for 2. We'll kill our bug. I wish this had flash so we could do it at instant speed. Make sure to target him and not ours. Kill our bug. Alright, cool. Set ourselves up. Nice little 1 mana kill spell. That's one of the reasons we had the bug in the deck, because we had 2 of the cards. 2 of the mutual destruction, which is basically bone splitters unless you have flash. Alright, takes the turn off to play a mana rock. So now I have to decide whether I want to continue devoting to the board. Didn't swing. Why wouldn't he swing? This seems strange. Okay, so I have to decide whether I want to continue. Let's swing first, see if he has an answer to kill it. If he doesn't, then I might devote him to the board and give it menace so we can keep swinging without being able to be blocked. If he does kill it, then instead I'll lay him out and start making things cheaper. So it all depends on how the combat goes. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, I do not understand why he didn't swing. Maybe he figured I might have a haster. Also, my guess is if he's holding 2 mana up, he's holding up Essence Scatter. And I'm not sure I want any of this Essence scattered, but I'm also not sure whether I can play around it. I mean, I could take the turn off and draw 2 cards, but that lets him set up shop a little bit and take his time. I think I'm going to play this one out since I'd rather have the menace, and if he kills that, then that is what it is. I don't want to take turns off, not devoting the board. Really? Alright, well, we'll name creature. That's what we got the most in the deck. Kind of surprised. I don't know what he was doing that turn. I'm definitely interested. That was my only thought of why he would hold up 2 mana. I don't know why he didn't attack. I think that was the wrong move. Some interesting plays. That's for sure. Okay. So that doesn't reduce the cost of that. Although if I brought it back and played it, I could do that. I do not want to. I don't think it reduces enough of the cost for me to want to play this before combat in case they kill this. So again, we'll go to swing. We'll see what happens. And then we'll kind of play it from there, how we want to play out the turn. I don't think there's a real wrath in these colors. I mean, he could do an ultimatum, which would let him, which he's pretty close to, 1 blue or red, where he could capture sphere after I swing. Yeah, he's not making optimal plays here. Which you could play after, and that's like a Genesis wave where he gets to play the top 5 cards, I believe. Okay, this This is a weird game. I do not know what's going on. He's also bronze or whatever, so that might play into it a little bit. Let's go ahead and lay out a creature and give it menace. This game seems pretty well in hand, unless he does something crazy. The only thing he's done so far is killed something and lost the tiger. Rilla. What a weird one. What a weird one. Sure. How long have you had that? Okay. Make some discard a card. I don't care about that. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and swing. We'll probably swing and just lay him out as a creature. At this point, we want to put pressure on him. We don't want to draw cards. Just finish the game out. He's on top deck mode. He's got to deal with multiple things at once. Yeah, this game's pretty well over. So we can copy that. That's interesting. Good game. Okay, well that was a weird game. That wasn't a good one by any measure, but we're 3-0, and we'll see if the rest of the games play out a little bit better than this. That was certainly odd. Taking a little while, Arena. There we are. Cool. Alright, let's get to see if we can get to 4 wins. Alright, so we got an early 2-drop into a flash 3-drop. And then if we get any spells, we'll cast this and get something back. I'm okay with that. Good way to win is 2-3, kill something, bring it back. As long as we don't keep drawing lands, we should be in a decent place. Just have to make sure I play 2 red from here. I wouldn't mind also drawing something else, so maybe I could save that. Okay, continue Death Touch. This also might let me play this as a creature later if I wanted, if I don't draw any spells, so maybe it'll be alright. Yuck. No blocks. That was kind of like perfect against this, wasn't it? Man. Okay, we'll send it back. Hopefully we can flash in the otter and eat something. Ooh, man, if he has a 1-mana divination because he has a human and a non-human, we are gonna hurl. Sure. So that's a 3/4 flyer now. Okay. Okay. We gotta stop drawing lands. And we drew another one. Alright, let's race a little bit. Alright, we'll lay that because there's a good chance if we hit another land that's coming down as a creature. I mean, I also could upgrade this to a 2/3 and start getting in that way, but that just seems very 2-for-1 on myself. And I don't think I'm okay with that, especially knowing I have such little action. I'd rather have a 2/3 for 3. If we can get a that's something. how does this race look if I deadweight the human and I swing for 5, they go to 12 and I lay a 2-3. And then they can swing back and I go to 11, or they can hold them back and we don't have any more action. I think the better bet is to swing with the 3-2. Lay him. I wish this was a spell I could buy back because I'd do it in a heartbeat then. And then I think I'm going to save this for something better. Yeah, I'll save it for something better. Worst case, we can put it on this and kind of stem the bleeding a little bit. But right now, I don't think that's what we want to do either. Ooh, that hurts. We're still drawing more land. This looks like a game we're definitely going to lose. First strike. Yikes. Alright, how do we get around that? Swings for 6. Death Touch does nothing. We don't have a fight spell or a steal spell. I mean, I can deadweight this. I mean, even 4 damage kills our whole board. So I could deadweight the flyer and send it back. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to hope to draw our Blood Curdle to kill this, so we can start swinging in again. But we can't take too many swings here. We're going to swing with the flyer and him. Makes sense. We're going to take it and start chumping next turn if we don't draw anything. But if we get the Curdle, we might be back in it, depending on what else they get to play. Yeah, that's bad. That's a 2-turn clock there. This is a 4-5, but we're in chump duty. So even if we draw the Blood Curdle and kill this, we die to the flyers. Yep. Alright, well, we just flooded out that game, and we're not, like I said before, we don't have mana sinks to do stuff when we flood out, so if we fall victim to that, we're just going to die. And that was definitely proof of that idea. That's why I'm a little wary of some of the aggro decks in this set, because it's definitely somewhat of a slower set. So I'm more of a fan of the cards that cycle early and do things later. That's good too. Some of the conditional cards I feel like are really good in the set. Oh, yep. We'll play the Stinger and hope to draw some more mana. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We're on the draw as well. Yikes. Let's definitely draw land though. Let's definitely do that. Boot Nipper. It's possible I should cycle here to make sure I hit the land, but I think I'd rather put a 2-drop out. Oof. Well, if I don't draw land for a couple turns, I'll regret not cycling here. Triple Tigerilla. Give it Trample, Death Touch, and Trample. That's a pretty good combo. Yep. We'll just match your Death Touch with our Death Touch. And send it back. Just gotta bide time. We got a lot of good cards in our hand. We just have to hit some mana. Had we cycled this, we would have been able to play this last turn. So we still would have got a 2-drop out and been closer to land. So hindsight, cycling that would have been better. But Flood loses to not drawing land most of the time, so we still got a chance. Flood loses to Screw. It's kind of a rule of thumb. Alright, what are we thinking about here? think I'm gonna, I don't have to though. I think I will though. I just want to keep the board clear. I know he's probably going to play something I'd rather trade it with later, but he also won't swing with it later, so I think that's probably the best trade I'll get. Yeah, okay, bring it back. So now this has dead touch, trample, and it is a 4/4. I like that. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and dead weight it. And we will he won't. What do we want to do? If I don't swing, he won't swing. I want to do damage. I don't know. We want to buy in the law game. I'm going to sit back. I'd love to trade here. If they give me the chance, I'll definitely do it. Yep. 2/4 guy with vigilance. Alright, cool. That actually does nothing. we needed it to be red. Send it back. Alright, any mana off the top. Let's keep them coming. We can definitely still win if we hit some mana. Yep, 2/4. That's in. Okay, well, I've seen worse. Let's give it death touch and send it back. Now we're willing to trade with any of this. They offer any of the trades, we'll take it. They might just bring it back, but we'll take any trades they give. Alright, what are we doing? Opponent thinking long and hard about it. Like I said, if I was them and I had a mutating card in hand, I'd send in, offer trades, and then bring it back. Now, I want this one to die. Absolutely want that one to die. So I'm going to block there. I could just trade here because I'd rather kill my Stinger than the Boot Nipper, but I do not want a pump spell for whatever reason to stop this guy from dying. So I'm going to block there and take 2. Now, I know he could be pumped that way, so that's another reason to do it instead of him, but point sticks. I'd rather it to be that way. They're looking around as if they're going to return something else. They have more than one of these lurkers. Unbreakable Bond, yep. Don't love that. I think there's a good chance I should just sack him, kill him, and kind of take the damage I'm going to take. Doesn't feel good. I don't feel like we're in a winning position, but I think I still have to do this. Because it doesn't block any of these well. He can just pump this if I block there. And it dies to both of these, so. Yep. Skull Prophet. I got a pretty good recursion deck. I wish I could actually battled them. Yeah, it's about time we've seen this. We're just going to be dead, though. 1, 2 cards in hand. If we would have been able to devote to the board, we've been able to probably battle some of this. I think we would have probably been in a good shape had we hit land in the right amount of times. That's variance. Opponent going back and forth on what he wants to do. What I'm thinking is I block here and make them use Horror Visit their mana so they can't devote to the board anymore. Because even if they swing out, then I'm only taking 8. There's no winning line for me here. There really isn't. Yeah, he made the right call. I'm going to block here. Let him pump. I'll just concede. He's got it. There was no real way out of that one. Okay, so we're kind of teetering off on this one. The last two games have been kind of a victim of variance. Too many lands, too little lands. That's kind of how Magic goes sometimes. You can't really get upset about it. Let's move to the next one, see if we can rattle off some wins in a row. I think this deck is a lot better than the last two games have shown. I think it's actually a really good version of the Menace archetype. Let's hope that we can do it justice. Yeah, we had mana this time. Start on 3. Well, we're on the draw. I'm going to keep it. It's not the best hand in the world, but I'm going to trust that we draw our 2-drops. Okay, from here I'm going to play red in case I draw the otter and I want to play it. But odds are this is just coming down. Because boom into this. So Howlbounder? I can't talk. Howlbounder into Tigerilla. It seems like a pretty healthy curve to me. And we also got the destruction to kill things like that, which I think I will gladly do soon. Sacrifice another creature. Search for a creature with converted mana, cost X or less, put it on the battlefield. Yeah, that's a strong one. Let's go ahead. That's really good too. So I'm going to set up a turn after probably turn 5 to lay this and then kill. We'll offer the trade here if he wants to. But turn 5 we're going to be able to play both of these. Start double spelling, kind of going off hopefully. Let's see what happens. Yep, needed to land when it got it. No Evolving Wilds. Interesting. So we can sack that and go get another 2-drop. No blocks. Got Death Touch, usually. Okay, cool. So, again, let's offer trades. He wants to trade his Boot Nipper for a bug I can buy back later. Sweet. He didn't. I was hoping he didn't. So let's take the Tigerilla. We'll give it Menace. Continue putting them on the back foot so they can't get any shenanigans like this going. There's plenty of cards that can just load up his graveyard to make this guy huge. So I kind of want to kill him as soon as possible before he can start getting any real value going. Yep, another Boot Nipper. Alright, cool. Interesting. So, let's think here. We don't want them to block with their Boot Nipper. I don't want to miss damage either. If I play the land, I can do all. No, I can't. I can't play that and this because I don't have double black. I could just sack this to kill it, which is probably what I'm going to do, and then I bring it back. Yeah. Let's move to attacks first. Let him block if he wants to. He does not. Okay, so let's kill this guy, sack our Tigerilla. Let's mutate this onto our bug, bring him back to that spell. We'll definitely put the Drakus on top. Okay. And we'll play the tap land so we can get double black going. Okay. I think that was the best way to do that. Yeah. Turn. Now we got to figure this turn out. Okay, so this pumps all our menace creatures for 2. Can we erase this? This is 2, 4, 7. I go to 4. If I swing with these two, I put them to 7. And then I can pump up stuff after that. So I think the best bet is lay this guy. Move to combat. Swing, swing. Pump. Pump. Deal 6, hopefully. Yep, make him trade, and that's perfectly fine. Now I can take 3 less damage. Okay, riding on the seat of it. 1 more mana, we can pump these things 3 times, and that should be able to kill them too. So they kind of have to kill the raptor here or they die. Okay. Now, I could swing and they killed this before combat, and then they could block with both of these and trade both of these for that. But that's kind of something that I'm just going to have to probably accept. It might happen. If I bring this back for 5 and play it. No, 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 I didn't want to do that. No. Oh, arena. Okay, well, on to swings. That was unfortunate. Because we were providing lethal. Now they don't even have to block. Sure. Now they can triple block something. And if they do, they have to sack one of them. So that's fine too. So we should be able to kill all 3 of their creatures this way. Because I'm going to pump as well. That did not go as according to plan. No. Go back. Cancel. I'm already trading both of these. Dealing 2 and then laying the bug is probably the right call. Yeah, so I'll lay the bug. Oh man, had I not took the bug, I could have done some serious damage still. But all that said, we'll play this out. I should, hindsight, next time, I'm not even going to click the bug. I'm just going to point to it so we know what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to swing. Let him kill the bug, I'll bring it back. Boom. Lay land, because please don't tap wrong. Gosh, I got to watch it before any other mistakes happen. Okay, we should be able to kill anything out of the way if it's huge, but nothing should affect this attack. That's fine. That's worth just killing. So let's go ahead and do it. Kill it. Kill my bug. Get that over and done with. Go to swing. Hit him for 2. Return my bug. Play my bug. Play my land. Okay. So there's a good chance we can still get there no matter what here. Ooh. That's terrifying. Let's wait and see how many you can do with that. How many things did we kill? Oh my god. And he can pacifism too? Alright, well, we are officially in trouble. Oh my. What do we want to kill? Probably this flyer. Which means we got 5, 8, 9. Alright. Let's go ahead and kill the flyer. This costs 5. I could replay it. I like his ability because it still might be able to let me get there. But I also like devoting to the board because I kind of need to. I have to kill this. I have to do it this way. I can't let him have any kind of flying, so I have to kill that. Man, this guy's going to kill me almost alone. Wow, that was a swing. At 1 life. Did we screw up? Yes, we did. It's when we had to play that bug. That's going to cost us. Lifelink might be okay. Screw it. Do death touch. Alright. We're so dead. This comes in, he swings out with the rest of it. We block. I should have did lifelink. I made another mistake on top of my mistake. If I did lifelink, we might be able to survive this turn. Yeah. Oh well. What can you do? Block here. We'll block here. Take 7, 11, 15. We could have gained 2 to take a little less, but that wouldn't have mattered. Oh, that all came down to the bug. That's unfortunate. Yep. Had I just not clicked on that bug in Arena, just flopped it out there, I think we would have had that game. We could have just pumped them a couple times. Well, that is a lousy way to end it. That feels bad. That's probably that's my worst finish in this format. We went to an easy 3 games, and then we spewed off a little bit. Lost 2 straight to variance, and then 1 to my own fault. That was a lousy way to end this, but that's kind of how Magic is. Sometimes you run into some real heartbreakers, and that's what this was. I think this deck was really strong. I think if you're going to be in the Menace deck, these are the kind of things you want. And we had a lot of good removal, a lot of card draw, stuff like that. And this added a lot to it too, bringing its stuff back. And had it ever worked out, copying the stuff would have been good too, because we could copy this without having to sack a creature. So you get just 1 mana, then copy it and kill 2 creatures. Alright, well, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Maybe we'll have better luck. Thanks, guys.